Right, sir. We can start the meeting now. So thank you.
Mert. ಅದೇ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಜೆಂಡಾ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ತಾನೆ ಸುಭಾಷ್ ಚಂದ್ರ
Agenda, sir. We just want to know the agenda of the meeting.
name or honor lecture and how much to be paid anta. So how much we must collect because it involves medal and involves fare of the, if you call somebody from outside the state, it costs more. Within the state, within the city, is okay. So, ಅದೇ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಏನಾದರೂ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಚಂದ್ರರಾಯ್ ಅವರು.
ಸರ್ ಐ ಪ್ರಪೋಸ್ 5 lakhs ಸರ್.
5 lakhs, ಓಕೆ.
ಹೌದು ಸರ್.
ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ 5 lakhs?
5 lakhsಗೆ ಒಂದು ಈಗಿನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ
ಎಷ್ಟು?
ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೊಂದು
5% ಇನ್ನು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಾವು ಕೊಡೋದು 5%.
5 to 6% ಸರ್ ಈಗಿನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ 6 ಇದೆ
ಅಷ್ಟೇನಾ?
ಈಗಿನ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ರೇಟ್ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ SBI. I think it is around 5.1 or 5.2.
ಓಕೆ,
ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಸರ್.
5% ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು?
25,000 ಆಯ್ತು.
That should be enough.
ಸರ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಸಾಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್
ಅಲ್ಲ, it depends whom you are called for the lecture. If he is from outside the state, it is going to cost more. Flight charges.
ಇದು ಆದ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
Sir, I just want the basic idea of this one, sir. This is going to be named after one person. For example, you are taking it off with Dr. Subhash Chandra. What is it? Is memory lecture,
Sir, sir, let me give you the background.
This have to be only cardiology.
Let Dr. Lakshman give the background of it, sir.
Rangnath Nayak, cardiologist, called that a group of cardiologists, their association,
yes, sir,
to institute something that is recurring and permanent in the name of the deceased colleague of theirs, Dr. Subhash Chandra.
Okay.
So they did not insist that it has to be an oration or anything like that, and he did mention an oration, but then the point was made that there are already many orations and they cannot add any more. So they are quite happy with naming one of the lectures after Dr. Subhash Chandra. I suggested this because this happens routinely in surgical societies. Namdu orations ella full agidide. So the first lecture in our CME, for example, is Dr. Jairam's memorial lecture. And Surgical Society, or that is in the state. Surgical Society of Bangalore nalli Nityanand Shetty, nam thoracic surgeon tirkonbittalla, our hesral ಒಂದು lecture atara. So we can have, if you have 10 CME lectures, we can name it after 10.
Does it have to be in cardiology or general medicine?
Illa sir, they are not existing on cardiology. It will be in general medicine.
Hello. He is a well-known cardiologist. Personally, he is my cardiologist also. He put a stent for me. But whatever it is, he is a well-known cardiologist, nationally known, and internationally also used to attend conferences, etc. So he deserved that. So since oration is not available, we'll say Subhash Chandra in memory of Subhash Chandra. Lecture in memory of. We have got some of these lectures in API.
Also.
In memory of Dr. Subhash Chandra.
But ಇದು MERT CME ಇದು sir. He is talking about
MERT CME only. We will have sir, day one we have a cardiology program. So that during cardiology program we can have one lecture in his name. Anyway, we have
MERT CME first day will be on cardiology.
One minute license ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಒನ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಲೈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಮಿನಿಟ್ ಲೈಸ್
ಬೇಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಸೈಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಬೇಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಜಸ್ಟ್ see if the name appears on your program sheet, that is all that is required. And one slide before the main speaker starts, one slide of Subhash Chandra with 3 or 4 lines. Okay sir, there ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ sir.
Okay,
and that's what we do in surgical societies.
That is done in the APA also. 3-4 lectures are like that.
Chandrasekhar sir, unmute ಮಾಡಿ sir.
Unmute ಮಾಡಿ sir, Chandrasekhar sir.
We are not able to hear you.
Unmute ಮಾಡಿ sir.
ಲೆಟರ್ ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಡಿ.
I would like it to be on the cardiology day,
Dr.
day 1
Chandrasekhar
of the MERT.
Okay.
Now we can hear you. Please talk, sir.
No, whenever we are requesting the speakers to talk on any memorial lectures, it's customary that they talk about the person, his photo is put, and his achievements are also narrated by the speaker, whoever we select.
Just
So
1 minute.
no,
just for 1 minute, I guess.
Point taken, sir. We can always instruct that speaker to put.
Or we can supply the material,
It is
whatever required.
understood.
Yeah,
It is understood. It is the speaker's responsibility to talk about the memory of a particular person. It is well known to speakers. Usually know. We can also give him the photos, etc. Some
no, we will prepare a slide and keep it and give it to the.
Yes, that is done anyway.
Okay. All right.
Sir, usually we have got 2 or 3 people from a national fame. That is, big speakers are all being invited for the program. So in that connection, whomever is there, probably we can always see a cardiologist of eminence can be invited for this specifically. We will make a point there that we will have a national faculty rather than a local faculty, or the other way around also. Because he is a Karnataka man, we can always insist on a Karnataka man to be given. The other way around.
No,
it could
we
be
need
both.
not put a criteria. It is very well known. A well-known cardiologist should be given. That's all. Whether it's from India or abroad or Karnataka, well-known cardiologist who has got a name in the society, you have to give. That's all. That is all right. That is the committee will select.
That can be decided. The next thing is the amount to be fixed and the duration to be fixed.
Duration is 45 minutes.
No, sir. Duration of lecture, memorial lecture.
Yeah, it can't be more than 45 minutes because.
No,
sir. I will tell you, see, these lectures.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Heli sir, heli.
These lectures, those are instituted long back. They go on in APA for many years. We want to fix for 10 years like that. So we can fix it for 10 years once we institute these lectures, because many people will be waiting for these lectures for future. So I feel it should be fixed for a period also, maybe 8 years.
I think so. I think you're right, because there's no point and you go on like that. I think maybe 10 years.
10 years might be a little too much, because we might get a lot of things. So if someone else asks tomorrow one more lecture in my name, so we'll have to wait for 10 years, or are we fixed?
No,
we are finding that difficulty.
I think 5 years with 5 years with 5 lakhs must be reasonable enough, sir. That way, whomever we want to invite, we can always take care of things, whatever the hospitality, their stay, travel charges, all those things can be taken care of by the interest, whatever we earn for this one.
And a memento also can be given.
Memento is always can be given that way.
Yeah, same thing.
You can always look at that way in these patients. In this
memento, is it memento or medallion?
Sir, all these guest lectures, we are actually not giving anything in MERT.
Yeah. Sorry, in MERT, you can give a memento. Medal is only in orations.
Yeah.
So I would say MERT has to give a suitable memento with all that, all that certificates, etc. That should be given. That is done in every case. Same way it has to be done. Medal is only in case of orations. So
it's going to be 5 lakhs for 5 years.
Oh, that should be more than enough.
Sir, if I may chip in, this idea of a limited period was shot down in the surgical society, sir. They felt that only people of eminence are considered to be to have their names attached to lectures or orations, and none of the orations and none of the lectures as of now are limited by time. Even though I personally agree that, 20 ವರ್ಷ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಏನೋ ಜಾಗನೇ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರಿಗೂ
Dr. Lakshman,
ಒಂದ್ ನಿಮಿಷ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್. So I understand and I agree in principle, but 5 ವರ್ಷ is something which nobody would be interested in, sir. 5 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು 5 ಲಕ್ಷ.
But I thought maybe 10 years should be,
10-15 ವರ್ಷ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
10 years, let's make it 10 years. 15
And
years
for 10 years, I think 5 lakhs is substantial. I mean, it's excessive, not substantial.
No, I think otherwise we will avoid these things, sir. We cannot go on compromising both the things.
Yeah, I mean,
just
we can
avoid
put it to
everything.
them. This is our view. You ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು.
more or less acceptable.
I mean, not in those many words, but diplomatic ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳೋದು, but that could be our stance. Yeah.
No, because 5 lakhs, one of the reasons is, one is the cost of the TADA, Momento, and their stay, local hospitality, all this comes into picture. And the other point also is, we want to discourage not many people to come into this one field of this sponsorship. Earlier, even that 15,000, 20,000 rupees also the MERT has given the slot for lectures. Things have changed now, and we want to restrict all these lectures as much as possible. So with that intention, I think 5 lakhs, it's if not 5 years, probably make it 7 or 8 years, must be good enough for this.
No, make it 10 years, Chandrasekhar.
Sir, what happens if you make it 10 years? Tomorrow, once we open up the channel, tomorrow there are many people to come in. Because we are finding it very difficult in API now also. One wants to sponsor the quiz, one wants to sponsor the one lecture. API also, we are finding it very difficult to accommodate the people. Lot of people are
accommodating or otherwise in your hands, Ravi. You can choose. You can choose.
No, it must be when we are refusing, there must be solid reasons must be there.
Solid reason is the eminence of the person. You must have some.
Everybody thinks they are eminent. Whenever
what do you think is important?
No. What our thinking is are all subjective. They're all subjective.
Criteria, sir. Criteria. Just like you select an orator for an oration. Have criteria. ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನಿತ್ತು ಅವ್ರದ್ದು curricular achievements, academic achievements, social achievements.
Sir, I'll just give an example. Yeah. See, for Dr. B.K. Sundar, we wanted for his father from API. Mullidhar Rao from my Gulbarga. We are not able to accommodate them.
Yeah.
Like that, there are a lot of eminent people which who are stalwarts in their own field. So once everyone pitches in, it becomes very difficult, and we are in a very difficult situation. Oh, they gave it to that people, they did not give it to this man. They gave it to this man, they did not give it to. They have their own agenda. All those things.
It's always there, Alvaro. I mean, it comes with the job. Secretary
No. Try to avoid as much as possible. All these criticisms are this way. So that's where we think. I think 7 or 8 years with 5 lakhs is a reasonable proposition. I would suggest.
Continue memory like.
Decision totally, sir. Whatever you say, we all put our views. Finalize ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳೋಣ ಅವರಷ್ಟೇ. We can tell Rangana.
Okay. I will conclude saying that lecture named after a person, we agree.
Yeah.
Second is the amount is agreed.
Yeah.
Now only thing is the duration. Now we have to finalize the duration. Should it be 5 years or 8 years? Not more than that. That is my opinion.
Really, it should be 10 years. Because 5 years is too short a time.
Then we can agree for 8 years and leave it, sir.
Yeah, we will agree for 8 years.
All right.
All of us.
Compromise.
Maya sir, unmute ಮಾಡಿ sir. Maya sir, unmute ಮಾಡಿ sir.
ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. Unmute ಇದೆ.
ಹೇಳಿ sir.
My point is, these are all honoring people. I do not believe in time limits at all.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
I think once you select a person, select a proper person, then it will take few years for one more person to come. Yeah. So I personally against any duration. When you honor one person, that means it must be there permanently.
Yeah.
And you are
But
worried
it
about the
can't
rush.
be-
You are
can't
worried
be-
about too many people applying. But I don't think there are too many people who deserve this sort of things. And select a high-level man, that is what is necessary.
Sir,
For example, Subhash Chandra is nationally known as well as is internationally also is a well-known so far stunting, etc. is concerned. So I am not for any limitation, but I know most of you are for limitations.
But it becomes
Sir,
too many people,
ಅಲ್ಲ
too
ಸರ್,
many
ಒಂದು
lectures.
I
ಎಷ್ಟು
don't
lectures
think so.
ಎಷ್ಟು lectures ಇದೆ ಚಂದ್ರಯ್ಯ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ CME ನಲ್ಲಿ?
CME cardiology, there are about 8 lectures.
ಟೋಟಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಸರ್?
Cardiology 8.
ಕಾರ್ಡಿಯಾಲಜಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಟೋಟಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಸರ್? ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕಾರ್ಡಿಯಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ.
Total will be about
15 to 15, around 15 lectures are there in this one, in general medicine, actually.
15 ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾರು ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಈ ತರ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು.
ತುಂಬಾ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ ಸರ್, ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ.
ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅದು ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಅದು ನೀವು ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಚೂಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಮಿನೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
Lakshman, there are things are different in medicine itself. We have got 15 because they started when they contributed, donated to the MERT. Lectures were given at that time. We are not giving any lectures to now, right now, at the present status. No lectures are being given to anybody in that way. So that way, cardiology right now, there is no specific lectures are available. Are being given.
There are 15 unnamed lectures according to you.
No, sorry, it's not unnamed. No.
ಯಾರ ಹೆಸರು ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್? ಈ ಹೆಸರಿಲ್ಲ.
You see, for example, Microlab has given when we started MERT and all that. Yeah. We write sponsored by Microlab. We do not name after the person. They are different. Okay. When we say sponsored, is different from honoring it. That you must know.
Yeah,
that's you can see.
MERT, you have not yet opened up the gates. That's the main thing.
The purpose of this meeting is to consider opening up the gates, sir.
Again, opening
no.
Gate might invite trouble. That also we have, because we are.
You please differentiate between sponsoring and you are honoring. Both are different.
Sir, there are lectures named after Suma Jairam, that is Dr. B.M. Jairam, and Nagesh Kavi has given.
And your Chandrasekhar, you remember very well. 5 lakhs or more than that, Yes. He has given more than 5 lakhs.
Yes, sir.
So, you want
there
to
are some lectures named after some people.
Correct.
So, already there are.
But also there are some lectures sponsored.
Sponsored is there, but some lectures we have named after.
Sir, only Microlab is sponsored. Only Microlab is sponsored. Otherwise, no other lectures are sponsored, sir.
Okay, if that is the only one, it's all right, because if many lectures are sponsored, we would have to take the permission of the sponsor to name it after somebody else. So it's not better.
Lakshman, I'll tell you, the Microlab people, they are paying 30,000 rupees per year. This time they paid 50,000 rupees for sponsoring that lecture.
Microlab, sir. So
I'm telling you, no, 30,000 was paid by
there
them.
I can name, there are a lot of other lectures.
Yeah.
For example,
ಹೇಳಿ
ಚಂದ್ರಯ್ಯ, ಕೇಳಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್.
So there are few lectures named after the donors we were donated in the beginning of the trust for
you must write to them after 1 or 2 years. We are going to discontinue. Because you have to tell them we have done it for more than 8 years anyway.
Are you done?
Okay, I think we'll come to a conclusion.
When we had taken, we had not put restrictions. If we write, some people may object also. I don't know how they will.
But then, what is the way? I mean, you can't.
That's why we have to take a decision, proper decision, and once we take decision, whatever they write, also
we have to write to them because of too many people requesting for lectures. We have to restrict the duration, maybe to 8 years.
And I want to come out.
Such and such a date. So you can't do it. There's no.
No, majority says there is put a timing. Amount is fixed. Now I think one of you can conclude probably.
I think whether it should be right for all those old lectures, letters, and
Hello.
reduce the period.
Sir, in my view, that would be incorrect, sir. Because all this must be defined when you accept these donations or sponsorships.
That's why I told we are not defined when we accept it.
And I honestly appeal to all of you, keep it for a minimum of 10 years. It is,
I think
I'm
please. Able to 10 years, but if somebody, if you have to reach
Maya Saru now, I'm with Maya sir when he said there should be no limitation. We have to compromise and come to a decision. Let us make it 10 years, sir, please.
I think so. I think so. Probably
8 years, I think, sir, we should be.
I think we'll
restrict to it.
And it's going to be one lecture.
Sir, 14 lecture ide, 14 jana barodilla. This apprehension that we flooded with people, I think.
Lakshman, whatever is there already we are talking. You don't think about barodilla prashne alla. We are already doing
you have an option to choose and say it's full, sir. First come, first served ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಅದೇನು ತಪ್ಪಿಲ್ಲ sir.
No. You are thinking in a different way. There is no question of first come, first served. We already, they are all established lectures. We are continuing it.
So lecture ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, naming them after somebody. What is the difficulty? 14 ಜನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕೊಡಿ 14 ಜನ ಇವಾಗ. All of them are deserving.
No.
And equally deserving 15th person.
See, you are diluting the importance of this program.
How is it diluting, sir? I mean,
no. There are too many people, it gets diluted. One or two means it has some importance. That's what you have to look at it.
Because otherwise you, unless you extend your PG course.
David, Nodi, sir, please look at the number of requests you have got in MERT for these sponsorships.
No, we have not requested anybody. That's the basic point is that.
You don't have to request, sir. Equally in request modastilla. Where has the spontaneous request come? In my view, this is probably the very first. Even though I'm very fresh in MERT, I don't know, but correct me if I'm...
There were requests in the past. Since we did not have slots, we had refused also.
Okay. Another thing was MERT didn't have dearth of funds also. That's another.
I think we will ask them to pay 5 lakhs, and there's going to be one not oration. There's going to be one memorial lecture, and then it's going to be for 10 years. Okay.
Madi sir, Ashtara Madi sir, please.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Okay.
So write to them, write to others also. After some time, they are going to be.
Sir, my appeal is, submission is, don't write to anybody. If people come spontaneously, we will consider it each time.
No, sir. Those who have paid in the long back, whether should we write?
Sir, David Vada sir, David Vada sir.
But then, what is the other way? You
see, these
you got to become unpopular.
Sir, this new rule is, and this rule is a new rule, and
accommodate more people in future.
Yeah, in the course of natural justice, new rules are not applied with retrospective effect, sir. It is not done with retrospective effect. So this is a new rule.
Only my other concern is those lectures who are named, we are not able to trace who are there, who has donated also. We don't have any details of those things.
We leaving them out.
So the other issue is that.
So, no, sir. If there is nobody involved in it, then we can perhaps discontinue it.
I think we'll take the decision in the general.
Yeah, there are some.
Okay.
General body mana, sir. It should not be from the executive committee.
I think we need to take some decisions because some of the people, we don't know also. We can't trace their address. We don't know who are they also. Some of such things are there. Similarly, lot of trustees also, when we call them up, they don't want to participate in trust meeting. Who I am? Why are you calling me? All those things.
Such people, you win them out.
Hello.
This is the sir. Maya sir,
the point is, you have to distinguish two things here. One is quite a few of these lectures are given in memory of their wife or daughter or something like that. It is, whereas what we are giving today is the one we are recognizing the service or as a cardiologist, like that. That is, two things are different. So now this you said about 10 years, it's okay. But suppose somebody gives the some money and in memory of somebody who died. There are quite a few in that who died. So that is a different thing from this. This is you are recognizing the person for the service to the or the contribution to the subject. Both are different. So anyway, this I think instead of writing letter, bring it in the general body, the other things.
Sir, general rule for trusts and societies, sir.
You can change it in a general body.
3 ವರ್ಷ ಯಾರಾದರೂ participate ಮಾಡದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಅವರನ್ನ ತೆಗಿತಾರೆ sir.
Whatever it is, it can be discussed in a general body of the trust.
Yes, but that should
because
be
you can't.
How the general body mana sir. This I didn't know that this was the case, but we can do that, sir.
I mean,
so far as the present one is concerned, all right, you have it.
General body.
Okay, so then sir, with your permission, can we conclude?
Yeah.
So, but Chandra, you baritir letter baritir avarge Rangnath Naikge.
ಬರಿತೀನಿ.
No letter. How we can write a letter?
Sir,
Request
ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
ಅವರಿಂದ ಬರಲಿ ಸರ್.
ಬರ್ಸ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ, ಅದೇನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ
You can reply, not otherwise.
Sir, the delicate thing there is ಅವ್ರು ಬರ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ರೆಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. I will call him and tell him that this is the decision. And if they are agreeable, they will write a letter. If they are not agreeable, ಬರೆಯೋದು.
Okay. I think that's fine.
Let us not worry too much about it then.
ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night, gentlemen. Yeah.
Thank you everybody for participating.
Yeah.
Thanks Lakshman for working.
ಇದನ್ನ ರೊಟೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋಣ ಸರ್. ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಇದ್ರೆ MERT ನಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಟು ಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸರ್ ದಿಸ್. ಈ ತರ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬಹಳ ಈಸಿ. 9 ಗಂಟೆ ಆದ್ರೆ 9 ಗಂಟೆ, ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ 7 ಗಂಟೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 7 ಗಂಟೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೀಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಎ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಸರ್.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Okay. Good night.
Yeah.
Night.